What's up, guys, and welcome back to my video here on the channel. Today, guys, we are back with another Clash of Clans video. Where today, guys, we're not gonna be actually making any bases or doing something like this. Where today we're gonna be reviewing bases. Now, I told you about this base review thingy that I've actually spoken about. I think in the 800 sub special. I'm not sure in which video, but I've spoken about it. And a lot of you have really wanted me to review the base. Now, I'm gonna be starting with Russell, which is actually one in my actually a member of Fire of the Phoenix server, or the SMP server that I'm currently at. So he asked me to review his base, and I really wanted to do that. So let's go ahead and review his beautiful base. Okay, now he does have a farming base. Put a town hall on the outside. So that's like the whole indicator about everything. So first of all, I've noticed that his town hall is near his base, so that's kind of a bit weird, because really if you want to go for a farming base, you're gonna put your town hall a bit further away, so like you get that shield and you could save the resources that you currently have. So I'm not sure about that, but yeah, I think that I will do it if I was in his place. Okay, so the first thing about his town hall, I'll just put in the corner. That will be cool, so I could get like a free shield. Okay, now about this center or the core thing is that's kind of weird that you got an air defense into the center, because I'm not really sure when it comes to the range for the whole base. It looks like that there's gonna be a huge area or a huge chunk out of the base where to not really be covered with air defense, so that might be a bit of a problem. So you will need to kind of like replace maybe that archer tower, and then like replace also the archer tower with this barbarian king. So like the barbarian king will be into the center for a bit. I think that will be a lot better. And you could even like maybe replace this wizard tower by this gold storage, and replace these two wizard towers by these two air defense. I think that will be a lot better to go ahead and do. So yeah, the first thing that I've seen are the wizard towers that are not really in a triangle. They're actually in a triangle, but in a pretty weird triangle, I should say. And then again, the air defense are kind of like in a straight line, which is bit kind of like a disadvantage. So like people go ahead and attack with air defense or with dragons or any air troop a lot easier than what you really can do, because you could make it a lot harder on them. Okay, cool. So then we got the mortars. We've got 4 mortars in the center, which are a pretty cool placement. The storages are all over the base, so that's another cool thing about the base. And the elixir related or dark elixir related stuff are all in the center too, so that's pretty cool. So I think your core looks cool. You just need to replace that air defense with that barbarian king, and then just switch it with the archer tower too. That will be pretty cool. And then I would recommend switching the air defense with the wizard tower, and switching this wizard tower with the archer tower that is over here. I mean, with the gold storage that is over here. I think that will be a lot better. It's kind of like do. So yeah, I would really recommend doing that, definitely. Okay, so I think it's a pretty cool base. Everything is just well made. Arch tower cannon, pretty cool. You're working real great on the upgrades. I guess you just finished town level 7. He actually told me that he just upgraded to town level 8. So yeah, I'll give him a bit on that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, guys, now I'll jump into the next base and we'll go ahead and review it. So let's go. Okay, guys, now this next dude is actually Math Wizard. He's been a subscriber for a long time, and he asked me to actually review his base also from a long time, and I always forget to do that. Well, hey guys, we're finally over here with the beautiful base. Look like that he got actually under attack. Well, let's get into it. So the first thing I see that his defenses are well placed. So like his wizard towers are in triangles. His air defense are in triangles, and they're kind of like a bit harder to reach for. I think there's a bit of a hidden twists and air traps from there. I'm just guessing. And his arch towers and cannons are placed like arch cannon, what? Arch tower cannon, arch tower cannon, arch tower cannon. You know what I mean. And his storages, I think the storages are the only problem, but I do like how he put in every single storage in like a different layer. That's gonna be a bit harder for the enemy to attack on. That's a pretty sick base that I've got over here. The core looks pretty sweet. His mortars are all 4 mortars, so I think that's a pretty sweet base, not gonna lie. I recommend anything on level 8 who's on cord for farming to go ahead and do that, because that's a pretty sweet base. The only downside of things, I should say, Actually, there is not much of downsides, but I do feel that the triangle of this air defense is kind of way too big. Like these two air defense are kind of like closer to each other, so I think switching them with these two archer towers will be a lot better thing to do. Like believe me, if you switch those, I think you'll just get an all-rounded insane air defense thing going on. So yeah, that's gonna be cool. And I think that your wizard towers are actually like this wizard tower has like three, actually couple, I think four storages to protect, and this kind of like have almost same. It has three over here, whilst this does not have anything to protect, and this have only three. And as I said, this have like four storages, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I feel that these storages are kind of like they should be played a bit around with, but I don't really find a place where you could really put them to. I feel that that's kind of like the only disadvantage of the space. The storages are not well placed, but I like how you put them in like all different layers, so they're still a bit hard to kind of like reach. I like how you put the core. Actually, it's well made. You've got, I think, a level 5. Yep, a level 5 king, so that's sweet. And I've got a beautiful Christmas tree going on. So to be honest, the only problem that I see into this base are the storage placement and those air defense. If you could just move them to over here, I feel that there will be better impact. And I'm not sure. I think you have tried it out and you've switched them off, because like the air defense are kind of like getting more into the core or inside of the base instead of the outside. So I think you're doing that to kind of like make the air defense unexposed, and I think that's a pretty cool way, pretty cool thing, to be honest. So yeah, pretty cool base, not gonna lie, pretty amazing base. I do also like the clan's name Voodoo Legacy, and the Pole XD thing is pretty cool. So level 69, town level 8. I think he's a new town level 8er, or he's been like on town level 8 for something like, I would predict 2 to 3 weeks. So yeah, because to be honest, town level 8 is a pretty hard town hall, and you should really get to the hang of them upgrades. Now you really need to work a bit on your air defense upgrades. I feel that the air defense should get to a higher level, but other than that, then you're doing well when it comes to upgrades. Pretty cool, pretty insane, and pretty amazing. So yeah guys, now I'm gonna check if there's any more other base, and if not, then I'm gonna go ahead and make the outro. So yeah guys, okay guys, so I think I'll end up the video right there. We submitted, or we reviewed a couple of bases, Russell's base and Math Wizard, which was actually a pretty decent loyal subscriber. So yeah guys, shout out to these boys, and yeah, I would say that put a like rating if you really like the video, put your suggestions and thoughts about my reviews, and if you have a couple of things to actually add on them. And yeah guys, subscribe to the channel if you're just new to around here, and yeah, I would say have a nice day and peace out. It's trash time.